6-inch steps are giving you 2 to 3. So whatever you take, you got to give. So we cannot go from 1 to 3. So in this drill, what I'm also trying to coach up and emphasize is that if we pulse, our feet got to go with it. We got to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. 1 to 3, you got to come back to 2. So it's got to be 1, 2, 3. All right? So another just great evaluation drill. One, this shows change of direction. It shows how long they can stay in the bend, things of that nature. This is my tackle, a little skinny guy. He moves a little bit better. It's actually his first day with us at Campbell. I made him come out here and do all these drills. But that's all we want to do. And he's in the right-handed stance, so I yell at him. I'm back here. I'm getting on anytime that Schleemann, that's my guy on defense, gets inside of him. Cardinal sin. I hate it. Those guys got to understand that if they come inside, it's a cardinal sin. You got to punish that behavior. So if I catch him too long or he gets beat too long, I'm making him do up downs. There has to be understanding. Anytime that guy comes inside, that is a wow. All right. Med ball throws. I put their knees on the line. You're going to see my right tackle. Like I told you, his first day ever here. I'm not looking to stand up. You can see the guy next to him. I'm looking on my hip. I'm looking to see explosion. You can see the different levels of balls. My big boy here is 65. That is a great job. Okay? Great job. He's loading up, 6-point stance. He's leaning back into those hips and he's firing it. If they are truly coming out of their hips, they will land knee, waist, chest, head. Okay? Some of these guys are landing on their hands first. They're not coming out of those hips. This is a really good drill to see how stiff they are on the hips and how much explosion they have. These are about 14 and 12-pound med balls. So they're light enough to be able to throw, but heavy enough to keep you honest. Great bra and panties. I don't know how much y'all get indie time when it's like a day one install, but I get like an hour and 10 minutes, okay? I got a lot of stuff I do. This is a great day one stuff just to get them going pre-practice before I get into all their fits. And I also do pre-practice. My guys hate me. They're working. I tell them it's their 9 to 5. We're on the field. We're out there 3 hours cooking. Much better job on the number 2 here. You can see right here how he leans back. He's got the flat back just like you would if you were coming off the ball, right? He's got a flat back and an arch. His eyes are up, and he is coming out of that stance, which is a 2-eye right there, or a tight 3, depending on what stance he's in. Really good drill. So look at my far guy here, my left tackle. You can see he lands on his chest first. He didn't bring those hips at all. He's not straining. He's not coming out of them on these explosion drills. Okay, then the classic camp drill really stresses bend, okay, right? All I'm doing is like a DB drill. I think they call it weave. I just call it dancing, right? I just point. They're just moving the med ball. I'll give them some depth, some vertical. There it is. And then coming back forward. All I'm looking here is I'm trying to strain them. Excuse me, them damn 3 hot dogs are getting me. I'm trying to get him to strain into plane. If we're engaged in an athletic bend, that's all I'm trying to get here is to teach them to strain, get those hip abductors, get those glutes firing. What I would encourage you to do if you were to take a drill like this is don't do like me. I'll show you here at the end what I mean. I've done a poor job as a coach allowing bad habits to occur. If you see, when I give them the double whistle, they just kind of walk out of it. If you get a chance to do anything like this on a double whistle to finish, have them drive. Have them do something that is always coaching finishing. So as I'm sitting here watching this, I'm like, man, I got to do a better job of that, of allowing that behavior. This is another one. So guys, this is full transparency. We were on this end of the field. I didn't want to drag the hurdles all the way down here. Normally I use 5 hurdles. Them mother truckers are heavy, okay? So I only gave them 2 here, but normally this would be at least 4 to 5 hurdles. All I'm looking for here is knee drive. I want the knee drive up to the chest. So you can see here, Dante, 52, swings that second leg. I'm wanting to fire that thing up. I'm wanting to fire it up. So they're going to just walk through this nice and slow. This is a great pre-practice drill if y'all have hurdles out near the field. And I'll show you the progression of it. And now we're hopping into it. Now we're trying to activate some twitch. This is much better with obviously 4 hurdles. We're activating some twitch. 1, 2, 1, 2. How fast can we fire that leg up? Once that other foot hits the ground, how fast can that next one come? And so then the third progression of it, we're doing the twitch again. Now I'm pass setting out of it. Pass setting out of it. If I have my GA with me, I'm looking to hire one. So if y'all know anyone who just finished, I need one. I would have my GA standing here with a med ball, and we'd be hammering a med ball down their chest. There's two things if you can incorporate. If you can incorporate a punch and a finish into every drill, you're winning. All right, let me skip through this. Y'all get the picture. We come back to the other side. Now, this is probably the most important drill that I've taken over the years. This is my finish drill. There's 3 different types of finish, okay? This is just a regular old, you're engaged, old school Oklahoma board drill, right? You're just moving the guy off the ball. So if you're on the defense, which is the defense of the guys looking at us, what we're trying to do is just shut the defender, right? We are driving the man, and they're trying to get off the block. So all we're trying to do is just disengage a little bit, and we want to keep our elbows tight, hold them in. Obviously, we want to always want palms up. The reason in run game we want to be engaged to them, because if I am elongated, that is when they can swipe hands and we've been at the waist, right? I like length and pass for a run game. I like to get in there and milk money. So we want to keep hammering the feet. Big coaching point for guys who like an analogy such as myself. If I were to push a Tahoe up a hill and I'm driving someone, am I pushing that Tahoe? Am I just going to chatter my feet? Or am I going to freaking gain ground each step? I would hope you would drive your knees through that Tahoe to get that thing up the hill. It's going to be a long afternoon for you. So, coach a point like this guy, he's doing way too much lifting. If I can see the bottom of your heels as you're driving and you're going against a dude, it's not going to end in your favor. Heels to the ground as you drive. Okay? Then the next progression is I'm standing over here behind them. I'm looking at the defense. On the first whistle, we're going to drive. Same thing, they are trying to shed. On the second whistle, I'm going to point a direction for that defender to turn and open his hips to run. What does that insinuate? That insinuates that they are chasing the ball. That is what they do. So this finish is a single arm bird dog. So as they turn to run, whichever direction they're going, so if they were to flip and run that way, I obviously know the ball is outside of me. I am now, because I can't keep 2 hands on them at this point because they disengaged. Now I am running them with a single arm bird dog. I believe the Browns player, Wyatt Taylor, maybe y'all saw the video of him single arming that defender about 20 yards down the field and flipping his crap. This is the drill. All we're doing is when I blow that second whistle, they turn and run, you got to try to bird dog. This is effort. This avoids holding calls. You can see we let go with that outside. If we keep that second hand on, what happens? That defender starts doing what? Asking for the holding calls. We let go, we flip the hips, single arm, and we run them. We run them, we run them, we run them. Really good job. I always tell my guys, once we start bird dogging, if we can get between the ball carrier and the defender, you're going to be in great shape. So bird dog, bird dog, bird dog. Coming back to it. Another opportunity now. Driving. They're trying to shuck them. On my second whistle, I'm pointing right. The defender's going to flip his hips and run. We got a single arm bird dog. Guys, there's going to be opportunity or times where you try to bird dog this guy and you got no piece of them, right? They are better athletes than us. It's okay. But what we're coaching here is effort. It's the mindset of trying to understand that we are bird dogging. And then the last part of the drill, I'm just going to, on my whistle, the defensive line, I don't like always using a whistle. I might just do a sudden movement to get them running. Now we're reading them. We have no chance. We're not engaged. They're running. I just know that in this play here, these defenders opened up their hits and they ran. Maybe we threw a screen. Maybe we ran wide zone. Whatever it is, we're not engaged with the defender we want yet. We are now just coaching up, straining to get in between the ball carrier and the defender. Good things happen. Trying to go get him. That's a really good job by 58 here of just hauling his happy little butt, getting in between them. If you can get hands, get hands. That's a great finish drill. There's another one going the opposite way. Definitely shows up with your twitchier guys. Okay, so that's a great finish drill. That will help avoid holding calls. One of the things I heard, I keep hearing is, Coach, how do you avoid holding calls on the perimeter run? I will tell you this, if you're running mid-zone or outside zone, the difference, if you want to have the debate, mid-zone we are pressing the outside leg of the tackle or ghost inside leg of the tight end, depending, right? In outside zone, I'm actually trying to circle, okay? But outside zone, I'm telling that mother trucker, you better get outside. Mid-zone, we know, can hit play side C to all the way backside C, okay? Regardless, the biggest holding calls I keep hearing people ask are, how do I avoid that holding call by that play side tackle? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if your play side tackle is getting holding calls on outside zone, I'm going to charge up the running back, because he's not hitting his hole, right? So if your play side tackle gets you a holding call while you're running outside zone, that means he obviously did not get the what reached. The 5 tech. So your running back better get his butt back inside, okay? So for sure. But another just like a free game. If Coach Tatum were to reach and I'm trying to get him, he's reaching with that outside arm. I'm obviously this play side hand's free. I'm driving to the backside sternum. I'm going to collapse the bicep. Okay, so if Coach Tatum is leaning and he's trying to make a tackle, if this arm is extended, my play side hand may be free. I'm going to collapse the bicep, which will then make him be like Humpty Dumpty and tump over.